It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. Fighting through pressure, and that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tougher role that they can fall back on anymore.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Crowder now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll hand it now to Geis. Shreds the tackle. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Calling the gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A first carry for Samaje Perine, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll fake it. Now Smith. It's blind by Dodson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 50, it's Smith. Oh, some strong running. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They'll run with Thompson. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On the ground, Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. He got 29 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rodgers now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Bless you.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers lets it fly deep for Cobb. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep in the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Inside.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jones. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And Crosby puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Smith. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Into the end zone. Washington Redskins touchdown. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The six-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action. It's Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. The big fella. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. And we will skip the highlights show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff the...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Perry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Smith. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock down it away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw is Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start. But, boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Rodgers now on 1st down. He drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start on the ground with Geis. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Smith. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what... So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Calling the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Brown coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. This one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Rodgers throwing here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Green Bay, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington,